Hi everybody, I'm Kirsty making from Naio Nails. In this video, I'm going to show you and talk to you about the correct apex placement. I'm going to show you how my very own nails. Now please do not criticise my nails. I know they are shocking, but we are going to make them beautiful. Okay? Work with me now. Come on. We're going to work on this finger here. My pointer finger. Can you see what it does? It curls in. How strange is this?
Wonk.
Apparently, that means I am creative and independent. I was told by a lady who does the old palm reading and all that stuff. Yeah, she said that's what it meant. So yeah, so we have to we have to work with the wonky finger. However, we will do some nice work on this. We're going to do correct apex placement. So I've already prepped the nails. So I've removed the surface shine because I've just taken off my nails, just for you, so I can show you how to do stuff. I'm going to put a form on. I'm going to close the end.
Is there a different way of putting a form on when you're doing it on yourself?
Well, obviously, when you put it on yourself, you haven't got two hands to use. So I hold the end like this, get my finger, check the form fit. Now, as I look at that, I can see we have a bit of gap going on there. So I'm going to make this curve here greater. So I'm going to cut that in. And the reason I'm doing this is because I want it to fit really snug. I don't want it to break on me. Now you see the gap. It is gone. Vamos to the gap. So we've closed the form. I'm doing a stiletto nail. So we're going to come up out of the cuticle like this, and then come along and then start to drop down to there, straight out of the side wall. Okay, so I'm going to show you this again when I've got my product on, so you can see exactly where that apex needs to lie. It needs to lie in the back third of the nail. So that's around about here. So I've got max adhesion. I'm going to work on my length first. I'm going to dehydrate the nail, and then I'm going to prime with 2 coats of primer. I'm going to use soft beige. I'm going to fill the brush with liquid. Just going to tap the side to take any excess off. And I'm going to bounce, 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 bounce. Place that straight on. So I'm mainly concentrating on the free edge. So I'm going to sculpt that out. So I'm using the body of the brush to help me keep the sides nice and straight. Now I'm going to work on the apex placement. Tipping the finger down, clean my brush, getting the cuticle nice and neat, and I'll let the acrylic do its own thing by falling down the nail. We let gravity take its toll on the acrylic. And then now we can start to bring those two sections together. And you can already see that the apex is there. I'm just building some strength now. So you can see, if you look at the side view of this, that we have the highest point of the apex in the back third of the nail, and then it starts to taper down. No matter what shape you are doing, you will put the apex in the back third. I'm going to pinch this. I'm going to put my pinching tool on. Check it's not collapsing. I can let it do its thing. I'm just pinching from the apex, which is here, down to the very tip. So I'm doing that with my fingers. And I'm going to check down the barrel so I can see the pinch as well. Now even if you were using a tip, you would do the same apex placement. Don't be confused and think that it's just for when you sculpt. It's exactly the same if you were doing a tip and overlay. I'm going to take my form off now. Ta-da! I don't think I'm going to be able to keep that nail that long. However, I do like it. You missed it. So I'm going to file my nail now. What you need to be careful is that you're not going to remove your apex while you file as well. So when you come to do your cuticle area, you want that nice and neat. But you need to make sure that when you come to this apex area, then don't completely file it away. Make sure you've laid it in there. You don't want to ruin what the good work that you've done. I'm going to file the length. So if you look at this, you can see that the highest point is in the back third, and that's just where you want it. Now imagine if this nail was square, it would flow from the back third. So as you look at this file, see if I can hold that at the same time. My God, I'm multitasking. It would go to here, and that would be your square nail. Can we draw that in? So you still come out from the back third. So all that structure is there in the back third. It's so important to have this apex laid in the back third, because this will support the rest of the nail. You know, it's the real strong man. He is there. If he's not there, he's going to let you down. I'm going to buff this now just to get it nice and smooth. I'm going to wipe over with some pure acetone just to make that nice and shiny for you. And I'm just going to put some cuticle oil on. If you loop between the scissors here, that is where your apex needs to lie. It needs to lie in that back third there, in that area. Because if we go half, this is half. Yeah. If we third it, there's 1/3, there's your second third. So that's your back third. That's where you want the highest point of the nail to be. It's very, very, very important to get it like that. It will help make your nails last longer. It will help make your clients' nails last longer. And it'll also look nicer to the eye as well. So I hope that's really helped you guys out, because I've had lots of questions about what is an apex, where should the apex be, what gibberish are you talking about, Kirsty? So I hope that that's really helped you to understand all about the apex. There you are, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Instagram. The products I've used today will be in the description box below, as always. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.